Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears, live an awesome life. You can do it. You can start today. You're controlling everything. What is stopping you from feeling good? Going to that higher place, being euphoric, seeing the world as a wonderful place with challenges, but understanding what it is. The thoughts in the head, where are they coming from? The beliefs. Where do those come from? Your experiences, the collective consciousness, and then you choose to believe them. You're choosing those beliefs. So they made sense, and some of them were so strong, maybe from your parents, that you didn't know you had another belief that you could adopt. So if you want to take my e-course, we move past all of that. It's going to come out, Landria's Inspiration. I think it's over here. Landria's Inspiration is a free email list you're going to go into, and then it gives you the details of the course. We have to go into the core beliefs and change those if we want to change the thinking, the actions, and thus the results. So these videos can do it for you, but in that, it's a 6-week online course. It could take you less or more time. We go deep. We go way down here and say, let's go and pull that out of the root. Let's pull that thing that's choking out the garden, right? Yes, thank you. I know that you were looking to survive too, but not in my garden. Boom. All right, so I've been getting amazing downloads, and I have to write them down. If I don't write down what I get, like, I can actually go off to so many ideas. I get so much information coming in that I'll forget the first few ideas. So I wrote all these down. I'm shooting like crazy, which is amazing. Must be this new energy space that I have. All right, so I have an exercise. I think you're going to love this one. All right, so why are we struggling? How do we change that? How do we manifest what we desire? All right. So here is one thing that I see people constantly do. I think humans in general do this, especially in our new day and age. And back in the day, I don't think they did this so much. One thing that we do that works completely against us, we're always looking for one solution. The solution to whatever we're feeling is a problem. And we believe that that solution is going to correct everything. All of that thinking, whether it's in a job, a relationship, money, whatever, cannot work. It is a lower frequency going to the material world, and that will eventually, even if you get it, it will eventually dissolve. And the reason it won't work is not because you can't get those things, because I told you, you can manifest on a lower frequency. You can manifest anything you want on a lower frequency. The issue is that you, the cosmic energy, the beautiful, perfect energy that came here, was not here to get the relationship and whatever to solve problems. It was here to evolve spiritually. So that will never work, because you will never be satisfied, because your spirit, which is the real core essence and reason for everything and is everything, will never feel right, because it's looking for the material world to make it feel good, to solve a problem. A, there is no problem. B, nothing in the material world can solve any pain. Nothing. None of it. So I started doing advanced meditation, saying, here's the key to an abundant, joyful, happy life. Is going deep. Go deep, because if we keep going out here, so let's do this, right? Let's do the reverse pyramid like a cone. Going deep is, well, I should probably reverse that. When I say go deep, I'm talking about going. I said, let's reverse this because it seems lighter, right? Let's do the pyramid. Total enlightenment, 1 point, whatever. When you're down here, yeah, I like this better. When you're down here, it's like full of the stuff and the blocks. There's all this stuff going on. Blah, 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 blah. I need this, and you can, but you believe it. Let's say you believe you can get the ideal relationship. But the ideal relationship down here, and there's a lot down there, right? There's more third density people than unfortunately, fourth and fifth. At least now. I believe that's going to change. So they're all down here. There's a lot of them. Well, they're all looking for the relationship to solve the problem and looking for this and looking for that and whatever. So you manifest it, but you're with another third density person. Or if you go to a higher density person, they'll probably leave you. Or it's not going to work. They're not going to feel comfortable with you or whatever, right? And if you're a higher frequency, let's face it, a lot of times people don't want to be with you. They'll dump you. There's a mismatch there. So let's say you're down here in the third density and you do manifest and you're thinking, this will solve my problem. This is it. This is it. No person can ever possibly make you happy. It's impossible. Only you can do that. And that is the worst burden you could place on anyone. Make me happy. Now I'm complete, whatever that is. When you go in and you believe that there is something that's going to solve your problem, you will always be disappointed because those expectations can never be met in the material world, ever. We must go into this deep core of the spiritual independence that allows us to understand that everything has a reason and that those things will come to us when we go into this core, when we go up here and we stop asking questions. Then what happens? The relationship comes and it's beautiful and perfect, and if anything happens to it, it doesn't control your happiness. And you're not unhappy ever in it because you don't look to it for the answers. Okay, so, all right. When we look, so I'm going to give you a little exercise here. When you believe, whether it's my internet training, oh, this will give me, this is it, So you're looking outside yourself, right? That's going to solve my problem. And then, by the way, they never put in the work that they need to, because they think it's going to do everything for them. People go in the relationship, they don't put in the work, the spiritual work, or do everything, because that person's going to make me happy. They're not giving me what they are, or the attention, or they're blah, and blah, blah, blah. And then it starts. The job. Oh, this is it. This is the job. Now my life is going to be happy, right? We've all done it. Oh, and then you go to the job and you go, ugh. Okay, and the high comes down. You know that feeling. It's like the new car. You get, oh. And I've had friends say it never feels the way I thought it would or should. How should it feel? You should always be happy all the time, or if you're into a very challenging time, at least be at peace. How do you do that? How do you stay up here in this high frequency? And how do you look at these things and understand that they are not the solution, and that you're going to get off that roller coaster of, this is it, you get on the roller coaster, yeah, right? Oh, okay, that wasn't it. That wasn't my job. That wasn't the right job. The universe is going to bring me the right job. Oh, this is it. Oh, no, that's not it. The universe is going to... So this is a different way of thinking than I always tell you. You're always getting exactly what you need. But what we're not doing is, now we're not looking at what we're supposed to correct. So here's what it is. We're always seeing as everything is a life solution. A life solution. A life solution. This. All right. No matter what happens, whether it's something you believe could be great for you, a relationship, a job, my training, whatever, you don't see it as the solution. You see it as what you need now. This is what I need now. Now we're using N in a positive word in 2019. Isn't this fun? This is what I need now. Need in order to evolve, no matter what the result of this is. You're not looking to it to solve your problems. This is what I need now. Now let's say you're going into a negative, what you believe is a negative situation. It doesn't feel good. This is what I need now. So the second thing you do, after you say, this is what I need now, whether it feels good or not so good, then you go into, do I like this or not? Do I like this or not? Well, a lot of you are going to say, no, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be in a relationship pain. I don't want to, be in a job that I hate. So, do I like it or not? So the next thing you do is, you must decide to change it or expand on it. All right, so what are we going to do? There's a life situation that you're going to go into or that you have. This is what I need now. Do I like this or not? This is what I need now. But do I like this or do I want to change this? All right? Then you go into, all right, you decide, I like it, I'm going to expand on it. I don't like it, I'm going to change. Then what you must do as part of that chain of going to the higher frequency, of living a peaceful, abundant, beautiful life that's not on the roller coaster, is to ask yourself what it is you're supposed to gain from this that's showing you need to change in order to go up into that beautiful solution that's not an answer to everything, but is abundance, is peace, the thing that's going to come to you that is going to be great, because you're going to go into that thing now, that situation, that relationship, that job, whatever. After you get done with it, then you're going to go into it with the attitude that it's not a solution to anything. I must bring this to the higher frequency, be at peace here, and not expect those to be my solutions in order for me to go into the next thing, so that it will bring me peace because I already have it and I'm connecting to it. All right, so I'm going to back this up again. We're going to start all over again. I want to reinforce this because it's a little bit different. This is advanced stuff, right? Am I looking at that thing that I desire to be a life solution? That is the thinking right there that is keeping you in a negative space. If you are expecting that to be a solution to your life problems, feelings, woes, whatever, not going to happen. All right? It's not going to happen. Second thing, what is your current situation? You don't have the relationship, you don't have the job, you don't have whatever. This is what I need now. This is what I need now. And so you could say, what am I supposed to learn from it? But I want to take you to the second step first. Do I like it or don't I? Now, we don't do this when we're in happy situations, but I'm telling you, if you do this when you're in a happy situation, you can actually stay in that happy situation and keep it. All right? You can keep it, and I'll tell you why. Do I like it or do I want to change it? If you want to change it, then you're going to do the same thing as the person who likes it and wants to expand on it. What am I gaining from this experience? What must I learn from this experience? What must I learn from this experience? Now, let's say you're in a positive place and it's a relationship and it feels great. What must I learn from this? Because you want to, of course, experience that beauty, and you know that it's working. What about that? Look at it and say, what about this is working? Well, I'm going to tell you what happens in relationships. In the beginning, it's wonderful. And nobody's arguing or picking on the other. Nobody's seeing the negativity in the other. And then you're in your best behavior. So that works. Why is this working? Why does this feel so good? Why? Because we're both treating each other at our best. We're looking our best, we're acting our best, we're doing whatever. And then later on, we change that behavior in ourselves and our spouse or our partner, whoever it is. And then you go, why isn't this working anymore? That equation in the beginning was why it was working. What am I supposed to learn from this? What's going on here that makes it so great? And then when things fall off later on, you can look back and say, what was happening up there, besides the fact that it was new? What was happening there that made it work? We're not behaving at all like those people. And so you learn from that and you say, okay, now I want to change something. And then you learn from those experiences. You're not expecting any one situation because we want it to stay like that. It's not. Nothing's ever going to stay like that. Do you want to change it or expand? So let's say you want to change it. All right, so the next question is, what must I learn from this present situation in order to go in to the space that I want, that I desire? Why? Because if I don't learn from this, that opportunity will not show up. Or if it does, I'm going to keep going back into this cycle of expecting it to solve my problems. But I haven't solved the problems here. I haven't changed anything here. And I want to go into that perfect job. Oh, the internet training, Landria's internet training is going to change my life. It's all great now. And then you're going, oh my God, I got to build a website. I got to learn how to do what? And you see, people like myself doing extremely well. You go, I had to do the same thing. So then you have to back up and say, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this situation now? Do I want to change it or expand on it? Okay, I don't like this training. It's tough. I'm not feeling the way I thought. I thought it was just going to show up and then I, crank money out like an ATM machine. Okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? Okay, I need to really look at this. I need to look at this and learn from this in order to go over and make the change. Right? Do I like it or not? I don't like this. What do I need to do to change? What am I learning from this? And then so you look at that and you say, okay, I was expecting it to solve my problems, and I'm finding out it takes actual work. And I'm finding out that that's pretty much how the world operates. All those people I never really got to hang out with, now I'm finding out they really work hard, but they love what they do. And that's the combination that works. They're passionate about what they do. All right, so maybe I'm not passionate about it, so let's put that component in it. You start to work on that situation and say, why is this not feeling good? What am I learning from this? I need to learn from this. I'm still believing that I'm better than everybody else. I've seen that out there. The people telling themselves these stories that are just, cray-cray. So, let's review it again. Am I looking to something to be my life solution? What are you in now? This is what I need now. The reason I'm in this situation now is because I have to learn a lesson from it. And I'm not correcting whatever's going on here in order to go out there. But that thing's not going to solve my problem anyways. What's going to be solved is right here. Do I want to change it? Do I like it? Or do I want to change it? What must I do here in this situation and learn from it and change in order to go back out into that space and attract what I want, and not look at that as a life solution, but go into here and say, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this. What am I supposed to learn from this? What do I need to learn from this now? Because I keep looking for life solutions to put a patch on this and it doesn't work. It eventually comes back off and exposes the cut again. And it's not healing. I haven't healed it. So I hope you're getting this. There is no solution to your problem out here. There's no life solution to your problem. If you're thinking that, then obviously you think that where you are is not a good place. If it's not a good place, do I want to change it? Yes, of course you do. What do I need to learn from this? Now I went through this. Okay, I was an investment banker for 25 years, all right? All right. What's the life solution? Of course, we're always looking for one. What do I need to do to change to get this? I don't like my situation. What about this situation do I need to work on in order to change this? What am I learning from this? And I got to tell you something. There are going to be patterns, and you look and you say, wait a minute, I'm just doing the same thing. I keep trying to get the new job, trying to get the new relationship, but I haven't changed my patterns and thinking and beliefs right here. I need to do this. I need, positive need, We're using the N word positive in 2019. I need to work on this. I need to work on this. How I see the world. That I'm not going into my inner core in peace. Because I'm not at peace when I go out there for that job or that relationship. So when it doesn't fulfill, and it never can, then I'm switching over to the new thing and the new thing and the new thing, because I'm not at peace here. I'm not happy here. I don't want to, find the solutions here. I want that to be the solution, to solve my problems. I'm looking to that. And if you go into your inner core, this can solve all issues, all struggle, all pain. And when you go out here and you look for that to be your answer, it will always disappoint you, because it will always change. Now, I'm not going to go into depth of, well, I have a great situation, what am I going to learn from this, and, how do I expand on this? How do you expand on it? Well, if it's working because people are treating each other nice, then you expand on treating each other nice. You expand on the giving. You expand on what makes it good. Right? You see that and you go, I want to expand on this positive experience. So I'm going to just amplify it. I'm going to amplify it by really being grateful for it. By always giving and not letting off on that. That's how you keep a great relationship. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.